So I'm having a chat with a couple of members of King Kraken. How are you both?
Well, hey,
How's it
all
going? You
good,
okay?
man.
Good, yeah, not too bad. So we've been playing a new single of yours, your latest single, Chainsaw Savior. Tell us a bit about the single, first of all.
Well, it's kind of, it was, how do you say? Mark, a singer, came to practice. He had a line in his head, which was the chorus, and he had to leave it in practice early and was like, right, this is the chorus, write a song around it. And Chainsaw Savior came out within 10 minutes, I think it was, something like that. It was completely finished within about 2 hours. So, yeah.
Nice, nice,
It's
nice and
good.
quick. Yeah, absolutely. And it's coming off your new record, which is out in April. What can we expect to hear on the release?
Yeah. Adam.
Adam's gone, I think. So
Oh, is he? It's just me
it's
and you,
down
is
to you.
it? Yeah, it's honestly like it's amazing. It's well, we're well happy with how it's all come out. I gotta be honest. The new album is just like something that's I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's kind of strange. It is because like we obviously we done our first album, and so this is the second album, March of the Gods, and it's just kind of like a kind of is a gift from the gods. Really, it's cool. It's nice.
Nice.
Um, yeah, it's been super easy. Like I don't know whether that's it. It's been a bit of a learning curve with the first album because the first album I was like our first PR sort of thing and all the rest of it. So we were a bit nervous where that goes, but this is just a lot smoother, man. It's really cool. It's nice.
Good.
So yeah, it's going really, really well. I gotta be honest.
Yeah, good, good. And considering this is your second record, how does this one sound in comparison to the first?
It's a lot more refined. It's definitely a lot more refined. We've kind of trimmed the fat, so to speak. I think in the first album, we kind of like we kind of got in the middle of the song, and then we were like, oh man, we need some more time. Like, should we put another verse in there or something like that? Like, well, this one we've trimmed the fat, man. It's just it's just heavy hit after heavy hit, and yeah, it's great. It's sounding unbelievable. It's sounding like way bigger than what we all thought was possible for our sound. Really, it's just it is sounding spiffing. So yeah,
Much more focused than the first album, isn't it? It's
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Yeah, I think well, we had a direction with this one, didn't we? You know what I mean? We knew what we wanted. We learned a lot from the first album as well, and I think yeah, it was definitely a more controlled direction where we wanted to go.
yeah,
There's a lot more depth in it. There's a lot more color in it. There's a lot more ups and downs. It feels like a story. Like every song feels like a story in this one. Whereas I don't think that was quite there with the first one. Even though lyric wise, there's stories in the lyrics and all the rest of it, but the songs just feel a bit different with this one. If like, I was just saying, Adam, that it's come about just so easy, hasn't it?
yeah. It has. Yeah,
It's been
there's
nice.
definitely more light and shade on this one, and well, less verse 7, which is good because
More for the last
definitely you quote the right way.
Nice,
Definitely.
nice. And the sound that you made with this record, was it the sound you wanted, or is it simply just how it turned out in the studio?
No, it's very we myself and Richard actually said to the rest of the boys, right, look, with this album, we wanted to make it a little bit more radio friendly and a bit more sort of mainstream, I suppose, but I wouldn't necessarily say it's mainstream-ish compared to the first album.
Yeah.
And I think, to be honest, right, I think everybody would agree that when we actually heard the finished product, we basically thought, well, it's actually turned out exactly as we planned.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I think it
Yeah.
went to plan, like yeah,
Definitely,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I suppose the good thing is working with Ramesh as well. Like Ramesh he's just got that ear for just specialness. You know what I mean? He was really in tune with what we were doing, and wanted to push it forward, which is great. You know what I mean? We couldn't ask for any more than that. So having his guidance and his sort of we can do this here, we can do that here. Let's change this up a little bit here and here and here. You know what I mean? Like that. It was brilliant. Like to be fair, it didn't need much changing from what it was, but the changes he did make were definitely made the songs better then, so to speak.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. They
He's
did, yeah.
definitely the go-to guy, isn't he, in South Wales?
He
Yeah,
is, yeah.
he is special, man. Honestly, he is special. His years are like nothing I've ever heard him tell my entire life. there's like a frequency out, and I have no idea what that frequency is, right? And he's like, there's something going on there, man. Let's go, let's find it, let's go to the tracks. And you're like, I can't hear nothing. Like, what are you talking about?
No, fair enough, fair enough. And once the album's out, you are heading out on tour across the UK. I bet you can't wait to be doing some shows again.
Yeah, it'll be good. Yeah, we've got as things currently stand, we've got a gap until the album launch in April. So yeah, we're leaving a bit of a live gap just to build up for the album release. But then the spring, and the summer is looking pretty pretty strong gig wise. So yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, massively. Stone Dead's going to be absolutely off the chain. We can't wait for it.
Yeah,
and that should take you through. You've got dates booked until into June. Are you hoping to be doing more festivals as well in the summer, and then busy end of the year as well?
Yeah, there's a few things we can't talk about at the moment, sort of in the planning and waiting to be announced and stuff like that. Especially towards the end of the year. So it should be a pretty good year for us. To be fair, we call it the year of the Kraken, but we'll see what happens.
We've invented an extra Chinese zodiac, haven't we? So yeah.
I was about to say exactly the same thing about the Chinese zodiac.
And are you hoping to go overseas as well, Europe and the States maybe?
I mean, the States would be that is the thing, isn't it? You know, if you're a British band and play in America, is that's you could say you've made it, and can't you? Because there's plenty of British bands that have like kind of made it without playing America. So yeah, that would be the thing. I mean, Europe, yeah. If someone said you want to go and play Europe, we'd say yeah, we'll do it. But
I think he means if somebody wanted to go play Europe, we'd be like, yeah, we'll do it. Not
yeah. Let's hope no European tour promoters hear that first response.
Yeah, fingers crossed. There is talk going on at the moment of stuff going on abroad, but nothing is booked at the moment. But we've spoken to a few people, hoping sort of things will come off. Nothing is booked at the moment, so
yeah. Nice.
Definitely nothing's booked for America.
Yeah. What Richard doesn't appreciate as a drummer, right, is that obviously when you play abroad, you've got to adapt your voltage and your plugs, haven't you? So it's like, I don't mind going to Europe as long as the gig's worth getting a 2-pin plug for.
I'm sure someone can find an adapter.
Last time we played in Europe, we played in Ibiza, and I got on the plane with a pair of sticks. It was great.
Yeah.
No drums, no cymbals. It was banging.
Fair enough. I'd like to talk about the writing side of things as well. So for you guys, how do tracks normally start off?
With me.
Go on, Carl.
So our writing style is basically we get together in the rehearsal studio, and either myself or Pete, the guitarist, will bring a riff to the practice, and then we'll just develop it or just bin it there and then. Where I will just come up with riffs and stuff on the spot. But we just develop the song around a riff we all agree on, and it just gets worked out that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, sometimes one of the boys will chuck a riff in a chat or something like, what do you think of this, boys? Or whatever the case may be. And then we go to practice and sort of try and write it. But what we find is like most of the time we are like it doesn't really work to write full songs for us, does it, boys? No, and then come in because other people are like, we can do that part better, we can do that part better, and ultimately it is about making the best songs all you can. But I think like doing it the way we do, we have never ever changed a song once it's been written, really, have we?
No. I mean, maybe like tweak the odd like bit to fine tune.
Yeah, but we've never actually changed bits. Thought we played live and then being like, that doesn't really work and all the rest of it. It's kind of when it's done, it's done, isn't it? You know what I mean? Yeah. But it does take a while for us to be able to refine, and you know what I mean, like.
Well, sometimes 2 years now, whatever.
And the first album, that is, man. Yeah. A lot better than the second album.
And
I
again,
mean, seeing as you asked though, Jim, I think the one in terms of writing style, the one thing that has changed between the first and second albums is the writing style, because I think on the first album we were guilty of like literally just doing what Carl said and like taking a riff to a room and then just kicking it around and then going like, oh yeah, you know, this bit's cool, let's just play that, and then like the structures ended up a little bit loose because of that. So as far as the writing style specifically goes, this time we made a point of, you know, it only made the song if it needed to be there. Basically, that's what's changed, isn't it, since the first?
Yeah, yeah. You know? Okay, yeah, like I said earlier on, like I said, like we have trimmed the fat in our sort of respect, haven't we? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like the stuff that doesn't need to be, or the stuff that's used too repetitively, we just cleared it out and just put something else in it. You know what I mean? And just you know, whether that's like an extension of the chorus or an extension of the verse or pre-chorus or whatever it may be. Like, you know, we've just, you know, we've always kind of, yeah. I suppose with this album, nothing is heard too much, is it? Whereas on the first album, there was bits of it where you're like, Jesus Christ, I'm sick of this now.
We've taken the waffle off the recordings and kept it for the interviews.
that's fine for me. I'm just letting you talk. It's the best thing to do. And have you put thoughts towards record 3 yet, or are you still just kind of concentrating on record 2 at the moment? Because I'm sure that's been written for a while now.
I've already written record 3, but I can't show it to them because they'll just shit on it.
We're actually like we're talking about like going forward from here now, and like especially now we've got that sort of downtime that we've been saying about, is to use like these 4 months that we've got off now, like strategically, and start writing stuff for the next album. Or it might not be on the next album. Maybe we'll just release some singles or something like that. Nothing is really concrete at the moment. But yeah, it's just like we're just about to release single 2 from March of the Gods. So there's another 2 singles coming. Which we've only got 1 video to film, boys. Whoa.
Hey!
Shocking. It's almost like we're prepared.
Yeah. I'm not used to it.
I know, yeah. But yeah, so we are very much in the midst of album 2 at the moment, and we're all loving it. I mean, like today, luckily, you know, like 2 hours ago, we had a message on Facebook saying, "Well, boys, we've just been played on daytime Kerrang radio," and we were like, "Oh yes!" And then like Planet Rock mentioning us, and like the top 25, top 50 bands to look forward to. We were number 25 in that.
Lovely.
So I was like, "Yes, it's all going the right way. That's all we can hope for." Now, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's it.
We've worked seven nearly. Well, yeah, is it 7 years? Yeah, 7.
Well, this is our 7th year, yeah.
Yeah, this is our 7th year now. Yeah, so so we've worked hard for this, and at the end of the day, it's about going forward, isn't it? So,
onwards and upwards.
Onwards and upwards.
Absolutely.
That's where it's at, man. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Guys, it's been a pleasure having a chat with you.
Yeah,
Thank you so much, Jim.
Yeah, cheers, Jim.